What up, good people? Back with another reflection. Today's reflection, I want to talk about how can we not get stuck in the normal mindset. We all know some people who, we've been knowing them for years, and it doesn't look like they ever gonna change. It doesn't look like they don't look any different from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago. No matter how old they get, the mindset just never changes. Um, and I wanna encourage people to always continue to try to change your mindset. Always continue to try to grow and evolve. Uh, we coming into the winter and we see all the leaves and all the trees and all the plants, start to die down. Uh, and that just lets you know um, that life is about going through stages, right? We go through stages of growth. We go through stages of dying. Some things got to die. Certain mindsets have to die. Certain beliefs have to die, so that we can birth new stuff, so that we can grow new stuff, new things that make us better. Uh, you got them people that always say, it is what it is. Well, some things are, some things are, is what they is, if that makes sense. It don't, but you know what I mean. But that don't mean we can't do things to change them. Certain situations, certain circumstances that we find ourselves in, a lot of times we put ourselves in those circumstances or those situations. And instead of us working to change that circumstance or that situation, we just revert to that normal mindset. It is what it is. The Bible says God knew our purpose for us before we was in our mother's womb. That means we have a purpose. Each and every one of us have a purpose. Just because you didn't figure that purpose out in your 20s, just because it didn't come to you in your 30s, just because it didn't visualize in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, we all still got a purpose. And I think we get so focused on looking at everybody else's achievements and purpose-filled lives that we miss out on our own, or either trying to pursue our own. So get out of the mindset of it is what it is, and get in the mindset of trusting God, believing in God, and understanding that you do have a purpose. The point of waking up every day means that God still has a purpose for you. So don't get into that weak mindset.